Rototom, muchas gracias. Thank you for this wonderful experience. We are Big Mountain, and we had an amazing night tonight. Remember, busca la luz, no deje que el mal toma control. Busca la luz. Big Mountain, one love. Viva Rototom.
Rototom family, welcome to another interview, and we have one of the artists from the main stage, part of Big Mountain, the singer Kino. Kino, how you doing?
I'm very happy.
Yes.
Yes.
You enjoyed the performance?
I enjoyed the performance. I'm glad it's done because we worked very hard for this show. It's a very important show, and I want to thank everybody, all of the crowd in Rototom for their good energy.
Why was this show so important to you and the band?
I think it's probably the biggest reggae show in the world right now. You know, Rototom is, everybody recognizes Rototom as being a solid organization, a well-organized event, festival, and it gets huge crowds. We know that the equipment is going to be good, the sound is going to be good, the video. So it's an opportunity. You feel safe coming here, and you know that all you have to do is bring it.
And you brought it. I was very happy because for me it was the first time to see you guys perform live, and that was a lot of excitement for me to see you. How did you actually experience the minutes on stage?
It was intense. You know. Reggae musicians, you know, we don't have an opportunity to play in front of huge crowds all the time. Reggae musicians, a lot of times we're playing clubs, and we're making our way. You never know where you're going to find your way, you know what I mean? We have to feed our families, so we have to take any opportunity that comes our way. So you never know what sort of conditions we're going to be in. Sometimes we have great sound. Sometimes, you know, it's some crazy little monkey situation. So you know, we prepare for this situation. So it was intense. The crowd, the energy was really heavy. So I was just trying to keep my head together, you know what I mean, and keep my boys together. We're only 5 guys, so it's not too difficult, and we work hard. I got my band; they're hard workers. They're all proud musicians, and I owe it to them.
It was a great energy tonight, and it was wonderful to see you guys. Drummy was my favorite, to be honest. Like he's
Paul Castic?
Yeah, Castic. He's so like casual. I just
Yeah, that Paul Castic. You were Munchie's favorite.
yeah. Sorry to say. Of course, I love you all, but.
You know what? I've been playing with Paul. Paul and I, we first met each other in 1997, and he joined Big Mountain in 1998. And he's not just as a musician do I love him, but he's a dear friend. He and I, we've been through so much together. And you know, when you're in a band, you go through all sorts of things. You know what I mean? It's personal. It's family. It's something that you have ups and downs, you have victories, you have defeats, you know, you have times when you're on top of the world, but you have times when there's a lot of pain and struggle involved, you know. But tonight was one of those. Viva Rototom.
I'm very glad to hear that. What I'm also very grateful for is the fact that you brought us some very, very new music from your latest album. And it is a new album, The Perfect Summer. And the last album before that was, I think, 14 years ago, right? New Day, 2002. So I did the math. And so how was it presenting the new music to the people?
Well, you did your homework.
Yeah.
You know, life happens. And sometimes, for one reason or another, you have to take a break from the music. And Big Mountain really did. You know, there was a time in our lives. You know, we love reggae music with our hearts, with all of our hearts, and you can't plan careers when you love the music that you're dealing. You know, you can try to pretend to be professional, and you can try to pretend to have a business outlook to things. But Big Mountain has never been like that. Big Mountain has really been something from the heart. It's been something that was life. And sometimes life takes interesting turns. But I'm so happy that we're playing again. We have a new album. It's called Perfect Summer. And we just played Rototom, the biggest reggae festival in the world. So we're doing great. I have no complaints.
And you also presented, I think, the first single that you did, the cover of "Here Comes the Sun." I loved this version. I really liked it. Is it coincidence that it is another cover after your humongous hit has been a cover, "Baby I Love Your Way," or is it just okay? We just love this song, so we just want to make a reggae version of it.
You know, we're good at that. You know, "Baby I Love Your Way" has been a blessing, but in some situations it's been a curse. Yeah. You know, it's made it so the reggae world has sort of wondered what we're really all about. It was so big, it was so huge, and of course it was part of why it's made it so difficult for us to come back, because we weren't ready for that success, you know. But I don't, you know, I'm a musician. I love great songs. "Here Comes the Sun," the Beatles. I'm a Beatles fan. It's a great song. We decided we wanted to do a Beatles song. A friend of mine, actually the president of my first record company, a guy named Russ Regan, a guy that discovered people like Neil Diamond and Elton John, and you know, like one of these old record guys, a dear friend of mine. He's the one that said, and he's a very mature man now, and he's still my dear friend. And he said, "Kino, you guys should do a Beatles song." And it was like, wow, Beatles song, you know. We were doing our first album in many years, as you know, and we went through the whole catalog. We listened to every fucking Beatles song, and "Here Comes the Sun," it was just like, you know what, I think we can do this. And you know, it's working for this time. It's not, we don't have the money that we did during "Baby I Love Your Way." We're not with a major label anymore. It's probably not gonna be a worldwide hit, but hey, that's what we do, man. We know, Big Mountain knows how to grab an old song and reinvent it and make it something new for the people. It's part of what we do. We have a lot of original music that we hope you get to know, because we are songwriters. We're not just a cover band. But you know what? We're just giving thanks. Here I am in Spain. I grew up in East San Diego, California, you know? A little fucking ghetto boy from San Diego. Here I am in Spain. I'm not asking for too much, but we do write our own songs.
You said it. This time you didn't work with a major label. Did this give you more freedom in terms of songwriting and what you decision making?
You know what? Yes. It's funny because this is our first album. Perfect Summer is the first album we've ever recorded without a label involved. So it was a different experience, and you know, we let time pass, as you say. We grew up. I've been teaching high school for the last 10 years, you know. I've been doing being a musician, but you know, I'm not afraid of hard work. And music, I always knew Big Mountain was gonna come back, but I wanted it to be the right time. And I think now's the right time.
What changed within those 14 years? You said you worked as a teacher in high school, you did some other stuff. Did you also inside progress, mature? I don't know what happened.
You know what? The reggae industry changed. Reggae was having a tough time, you know, in the early 2000s. I mean, you can imagine when I bought my first CD burner in 1995. Baby I Love Your Way came out in 1994. So the reggae industry just imploded. And reggae music was the first for major labels to just kick out. And it became difficult, you know, to keep a band together. Honestly, that was just it. It was just, you know, and I have kids. If you can't make your money playing music, you gotta find something else. So I became a teacher, and you know, but I've always been a conscious musician. I've always been somebody that believed that reggae music has a purpose in this life, and that it makes a difference for people. It like it did for me. Reggae music taught me how to be the human that I am today. It taught me how to be the person that I am today. So, I've never given up on reggae music, but the music business, I learned how to be careful with the music business, because the music business can be very disruptive on families. It can be very disruptive on your mind, and so. You know, you be patient. You have to be patient in this life. You have to have faith in this life. You have to have faith in who you are, what you do, and know that, you know, we don't know what's going on. This life, you know, I believe each and every one of us is a part of God. And God exists because we exist. But besides that, we don't know anything. And that's what's beautiful about reggae music, is that reggae music has taught us, you know, we're here, but we're always with God. That relationship, it's impossible for us to define. But life is a trip, man. Life is weird, you know, but you gotta have faith in life. And I love reggae music. You know, tonight I saw Marcia Griffiths for the first time in probably 15 years. Marcia Griffiths and I, between 1992 and 1997, we probably played like 50 shows together. We were part of Reggae Sunsplash. I hadn't seen her in so long, and seeing her was like, it filled my heart with joy. It made me so happy to see how beautiful she looks, and she's still the same woman. She treated us so nice back then, and you know, it was like, wow, here she is again. Life comes around, you know. She's still with us. We've lost so many beautiful people in reggae music, but she's still here, and she's still strong, still beautiful, and she's always been like that. So bless that. You know, Rototom brought me that. I was able to see Marcia again. And we had a beautiful time right now over at the hotel, just vibing, talking about old times, you know. That's what's beautiful about the reggae festivals.
I'm glad to hear that, and I think you also brought across this message of reggae music when you were performing earlier. So I really love that vibe. So you're gonna take an Israel vibration now with Flower Holt now, or?
You know, they're our heroes. I mean, I'm listening to them right now, and they're part of the foundation. I feel fortunate that I got to experience the foundation generation of Mexico of reggae music, you know, they're my brothers, and it's so nice to be listening to them. I'm just giving thanks to be here, really. Israel Vibrations. You know, you can't define it. Why are they great? Just because they are, man. They're just great musicians, great human beings, and their power cannot be defined, and it cannot be defeated.
Thank you very much, Kino, for taking the time. Thank you very much for your positive energy and sharing your spirit with us. It was really a pleasure speaking to you. It was a pleasure watching the performance earlier. wish you a lot of fun at Rototom still. Please enjoy it to the fullest. All the best, blessed love.
Thank you, my darling. Thank you. Thank you for a great interview. And thank you, Rototom. Big Mountain loves you. We appreciate it.